Okay. You should see me live now. In there, in the group.
Yeah, I'll go with my phone there. Just a second.
Yeah. I can even invite you here, but we're not. I should see you.
Like that. Then... Okay, I'm here.
Okay, you probably have some restrictions though, because I can't see you in the public. But will you? There's something I can do to invite you, but we have to be friends on Facebook. Would you just accept my friend request and then you can delete it, but just so that we can work this out? Because I can invite you directly, but I need you to be on my friends list. Did you get a request?
Yeah.
Okay, if you
we're friends.
Okay, I can see you now. That's probably why. Here you are. Okay, you should be there. You should be there. There you are. We made it. Okay, that's great. Hello, eccoci. So just give me a second. I will tell everybody that we moved on the group, so everybody knows that we're there instead of on the page. So, because this is, I don't know if you have some, we probably have some restrictions because I couldn't see you there in the public, but it's okay. We worked it. Ok, ci siamo spostati per la demo con Riikka sul gruppo. Okay, so can you hear me? Riikka? You're frozen. Riikka, can you hear me? Okay, I see you. Okay. Okay, can you hear me? No, Riikka? No, you're gone. There you are again. I'm adding you again. Okay? Can you hear us? Ok? La sentite? Voi riuscite a sentirla? I can't hear you though. No, Rick, you're off. Ok, ha una connessione probabilmente non stabilissima e quindi l'abbiamo persa. Ma io la reinvito adesso che la vedo. Le mandiamo l'invito. Let me see. Ok, si sta riconnettendo. Portate pazienza. La connessione non era stabile. C'è sparita. Ma anche il suo audio, sì, infatti si è disconnessa per quello. Intanto le scrivo. E noi intanto... Tac, intanto vedo se c'è qualcun altro che richiede di entrare nel gruppo. Non mi sentite? Non mi sentite? Perché non mi sentite? Sentite me? Ditemi se mi sentite. Io intanto ricerco lei. Stiamo aggiungendo.
Okay, now?
You are. Great. I can hear you.
Ooh.
Good. We made
Yeah,
it.
it was my phone acting weird.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's not a problem. So welcome.
Okay, let me put a bit more.
Faster.
Yeah.
Okay,
now you can see and
great.
hear me? Yes.
Yes, we can see and hear you perfectly. Great. So,
Finally. Yeah, so sorry. Me and like technical issues. always like
It's
this.
okay.
Sorry, but
It's okay. We're taking it easy.
yeah,
It's Sunday
fine.
morning.
Yeah,
Ok, aveva qualche problema col
extra
telefono,
time
ma
to
è tutto a posto. So, how
yeah,
are you?
extra time to catch a cup of coffee. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine.
All
Sunday
good.
morning with my friend.
Oh, cute.
So, everybody's really happy and thrilled to see you here. So, thank you for finding some time to be with us to gift us with this demo. We couldn't wait. Everybody's so excited. So, anytime,
Great.
just go ahead, and I will take time in the middle to translate everything and maybe translate questions that they have for you. Also, I will probably interrupt you
Yeah,
here and there just so that they can ask questions. Okay?
that's good. Yeah,
Great.
perfect.
Just go ahead.
Okay, then. Hi, everybody. It's Riikka Kovasin from Finland here, and we're doing some black gesso and mechanical tags with the new Finnaber acrylic paints, like the new
Okay.
colors, but naturally you can use any color.
Okay. I'll just go ahead
But
with
let
this.
me just flip. Yeah, I'll flip the phone.
I'll translate
But
in the meantime. Faremo queste tag con il gesso nero e i colori metallici nuovi della prima marketing. Ovviamente dicevo potete usare qualsiasi colore. Lei è un brand ambassador, quindi vuol dire che è un'ambasciatrice del brand, quindi chiaramente lei usa i prodotti di prima marketing che noi abbiamo in negozio, che sono bellissimi, che ci piacciono tanto, però abbiamo anche tanti altri prodotti che possono essere, ci sono tanti altri prodotti che possono essere declinati per questo progetto. Ok, there we go. So you have the blank tags there.
yeah, this is just a chipboard tag. It's a
Chipboard
sturdy
tag.
base for the, yeah. So it can be anything, and you can use, for example, canvas to do this, or just a scrapbook layout, but then it needs to be kind of thick because there's so much mediums, and especially the heavy mechanicals coming on top.
Ok.
So
I'll translate this.
Yep.
I'll translate this.
Yes.
Ha detto che praticamente queste sono tag di chipboard che sono abbastanza spesse, è un lavoro che si può fare su qualsiasi altro materiale, anche su un layout. L'importante è che lo rendiate un pochino più spesso, perché ovviamente ci andiamo a mettere su tanti medium. Mi dite che si sente lontano, io mi metto l'auricolare adesso, magari mi sentite meglio. Ok, great. Can you hear me, Riikka? Do you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, great. So, what's next?
So the first layer is adding some texture to the background. Okay. And I'm using the modeling paste for that, but you could use any kind of texture paste. For example, I love the new paper texture paste. The structure is so...
paper texture? I haven't tried it yet, so it keeps being sold out. So it looks like it will take me a while until I can try it. So
yeah. This is what I call this is handmade paper in a jar, because the texture is really gorgeous. This is like step
chunky paper?
one. Yeah, like handmade paper, like little paper flakes, and it's even a bit kind of. Yeah, like absorbing. So if you add color to it, it's kind of absorbing ink rather than modeling paste. It's kind of resisting the color, for example, spray or watercolor, but that kind of absorbs it because it's a bit porous. So, but anything will go because we're adding gesso on top. So I'll use the modeling paste.
Okay, I'll translate that. I'll translate this. Il primo strato che facciamo è con uno stencil. Lei sta usando la modeling paste, che è una pasta 3D, ma possiamo usare anche la paper texture paste, che è un nuovo prodotto della prima marketing che non riesco a trovare mai disponibile, ma prima o poi sarà nostro, che è praticamente come se fosse carta bagnata pressata, e quindi avete come dei fiocchetti di carta quando la spalmate. Nel momento in cui poi la andate a mettere sullo stencil è molto porosa, quindi si può anche colorare. Lei adesso comunque sta usando la modeling paste. Noi possiamo usare la pasta stencil, una qualsiasi pasta 3D. Ok, so you're using a silicone brush, right? Okay.
Yeah, this is my favorite tool to use. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's easy to clean, it's flexible, so it's really easy to make the stenciling. And when you're doing stenciling, the heavier the medium is, the better, because then you get a crisp edged. And also, if you go like this many times through the stencil, it usually starts to bleed under it. So as little kind of going back and forth as possible. But as this is background texture, it doesn't that much
really matter.
Makes difference. But yeah, but as you can see, for here I was like demonstrating going back and forth, and here I didn't, so there's a difference.
Ok, great. Il pennello in silicone le piace particolarmente perché è molto flessibile, si pulisce in un attimo e quindi non diventa poi bruttino, non si butta via. Dice che tra l'altro ci permette di fare un po' di più avanti e indietro quando mettiamo il medium, invece con un pennello o con una spatola il rischio è che se non siamo particolarmente bravi magari va sotto, specie se il medium è un po' più liquido. Questo qui è molto denso, quindi è molto più facile da stendere. Ok, there we go.
Yeah. What I usually do is I just continue on top, just kind of winding my way around. But if you prefer having like a dried surface, then you can just let it dry or use a heat tool. But if you're using a heat tool, this does spoil. So be careful.
Okay.
But I'm maybe doing the both.
Ok, I'll translate this. Adesso lei ha preparato una parte che è già asciutta. Di solito lei lavora anche spesso bagnato su bagnato, però se preferite si fa asciugare o con un embosser, ma bisogna fare attenzione perché tende poi a gonfiarsi la pasta, oppure lo si fa asciugare all'aria. Ok, so you prepared that's the dry part that we're going to work on, right? The one on the right.
Yeah,
okay.
This is the dry one, and this is the one I just did.
The wet.
Because usually I'm an impatient crafter, so I don't dry between the layers. So I'm just going ahead with this one. So I'm doing both. And what I'm doing the layers with is the mechanicals, but also these are so great. These are just paper straws. So really easy. You can even make them yourself.
Of course.
Let me just cut them. And they are not that expensive either, but they make a great kind of base. Let me show you.
Yeah.
This is dried already.
Oh yes,
but they make
really,
a great base for any kind of composition.
For the mechanicals.
Because there's the there's the lines.
Okay.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll just start gluing, then you can translate if you.
Ok, I'll translate. Ok, adesso lei dice che lei è una crafter un po' impaziente, quindi solitamente non asciuga quasi mai. Adesso lei lavorerà un po' su tutte e due, ha preso delle cannucce di carta che dice costano poco, sono economiche, sì, impatient crafter anch'io, sono economiche ed hanno una bella linea al disegno, quindi adesso lei semplicemente le incolla. What are you using to glue them? Are you using gel medium?
Yeah, 3D gel.
Okay.
That's my go-to for everything.
I know, I remember about that. Sta usando il gel per attaccarli, il gel medium. Il gel è un collante molto molto forte, oltre che essere un buon medium, e lei ha l'abitudine di usarlo spesso. Quando abbiamo fatto il corso con lei al Ciane avevo fin sopra i capelli, il che è tutto dire. Ok. So you're cutting the
always
straws,
using my finger.
Always your finger is your best crafting tool ever. Right, I know.
Yeah. Naturally, if you are not putting your fingers in all the jars like I am, you can use a silicone brush or just a regular brush too. But to me, using my fingers is part of the fun.
It's part of the fun. You need to get your hands stained. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's my way of having fun.
Oh, me too.
I'm using different mechanicals. These are the leaves. Okay. And then these are my favorite, the new flowers.
Yeah, the flowers,
because they're so dimensional.
I love them so much. Yes.
And then there's these like self-made resin kind of shapes with paper clay and one of the Prima molds.
Yeah.
But the fun
Do you let them dry
with
in mold?
No, I'll pop them out first.
Because them out
once again,
so
impatient
that's the
crafter.
Paper clay. Impatient crafter. Ok, I'll translate this. Allora, lei dice, se non fate come me che infilate le dita completamente nel barattolo del gel, potete tranquillamente usare un pennello di silicone. Lei dice che parte del divertimento è sporcarsi le mani e sono completamente d'accordo. E adesso sta usando sempre il gel per attaccare questi abbellimenti. Lei ha un set di foglie, ci sono i fiori, ne sta usando ovviamente un po' a gusto, quindi fa questo layer. Ok. We're there.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
what's the fun part with this one? Because it kind of creates a base. So for example,
Yes.
these flowers are kind of hanging in mid-air. So I'm using a really kind of a lot of the gel. So it creates a base and then it stays put. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
I'll tell this.
if there's something, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they will be suspended. Dice che siccome in realtà gli abbellimenti li stiamo appoggiando sulle cannucce, sono un po' sospesi nell'aria, quindi lei cosa fa? Mette una grande quantità di gel che quando si asciuga fa proprio da base. E poi prima ci ha fatto vedere quelle cornicette che sono state fatte con la paper clay, che è una specie di argilla di carta, un prodotto della Prima Marketing, che arriverà appena lo troviamo disponibile. E lei li tira fuori subito perché è un impatient crafter, quindi sì. Alcuni li attacca dritti, alcuni li attacca al contrario, è proprio questione di gusto questo. Ok.
Yeah, so I'm kind of going with a vertical line, and then building the composition, horizontally here. And just, it doesn't need that much, so a couple of embellishment and it's good. Just
good.
A couple more
Solo un paio
here.
di abbellimenti. Lei sta andando uno verticale e uno orizzontale. Ok.
Yeah, but the kind of bad part with the gel is the drying time. So soon I'm being like in a cooking show and grabbing another one, which I made earlier.
Ok, I'll tell this. Ovviamente adesso quel gel lì va fatto asciugare, quindi lei ne ha preparato un altro che è asciutto, perché altrimenti non saremmo riusciti a fare la demo con delle tempistiche decenti. Ok, so how long does it take for that to dry? More or less, approximately.
Here in Finland, here in Finland, like overnight, so several hours.
Overnight. In Phoenix, 20 minutes.
About maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and then it's easier to work because then they start to stay put. But if I'm going to paint them, because the next stage would be painting black, so if I start to paint all of these move, and then it's not that easy. Naturally, you can do this. You can push the embellishments down and paint, but it's easier if they let them dry for a while at least. You can use the heat tool, but as the gel boils, so it's really easy to get it boiling, and then it doesn't adhere that well anymore because little air bubbles are kind of emerging.
I know. It's beautiful, so even like this, even without you painting it. It's really beautiful, even like that already.
It's the mechanicals. They're so gorgeous.
I know. I'll translate this bit. Allora, praticamente ci dice che in Finlandia, dove è lei adesso, ci va più o meno tutta la notte per farlo asciugare. Quando eravamo a Phoenix a fare il corso, in realtà ci diceva che a seconda della temperatura e dell'umidità del posto ci mette molto meno. In Phoenix era tutto molto molto asciutto, quindi in un paio d'ore era tutto a posto. Dice che tendenzialmente una trentina di minuti ci permettono di iniziare a lavorare sul progetto perché il tutto inizia a rinsaldarsi, però siccome adesso il passo successivo è di dipingere di nero, tutto deve essere asciutto, quindi lei ha preparato questa base, quest'altro pezzo che è già asciutto. Ok, translate it.
Perfect. So now this is dried for several days, so they are really put. I can even try to kind of remove them, and they are there. They are sticking. So it's easier to paint it, and naturally, if you're doing a big project and you feel like everything is moving, just wait, because usually gel medium, I can even try to cut it off, and it sticks so well. So and I travel, like Finn, I travel with my projects, and they're not that secured in bubble wrap and everything. But they just, they wear and tear.
Ok, great. Lei dice che il gel è un collante incredibile, lei viaggia con i suoi progetti in valigia senza farci particolarmente attenzione all'imballaggio e sono perfetti. Ok, so that's black gesso, right?
Yeah, black gesso, naturally you can use white too.
Ok, possiamo farlo in bianco chiaramente.
I love the dramatic effect of the black gesso and the metallic paints because it's it's really gorgeous to get together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So kind of the black brings in the metallic shine even more because it lets the colors to really shine. And as black gesso or all the gessos are a bit matte, so the kind of what do you say? A contrast between the matte and the shiny brings out
and the gloss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody is asking, did you use a dye? Did you use a dye for the tag, or is that a shape that you bought as it is?
It's
the tag
as
shape.
it is. It's a they are Prima tags actually,
Okay,
but
sono
you
le
can
tag di
use
Prima.
tag dye. Yeah.
Ok. E
And
dice che queste sono tag che Prima Marketing vende, quindi adesso Clelia va a cercare. So I didn't know Prima had tags, so that is something I really need to get for my store. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they are kind of old or new or what they are, because I was demoing these at the Creativation, and that's the first time I actually saw the tags.
Yes, we got them.
Because
I got them. They are in my cart. Ok, le ho appena ordinate. Di che tipo è il colore? Il nero è un gesto nero, Antonella. Ok, great.
Yeah. Everything. And well, something I've learned the hard way is if I'm using lace or something really detailed with this little gaps, it's easier to paint the base first black, then add the lace, because otherwise it takes minutes and minutes to try to get it through.
Okay.
Yeah, but for this kind of project or like larger shapes, you can just do it like this.
Okay,
no need to first paint.
Ok, sta dicendo che ha imparato a spese sue che se usiamo del pizzo o qualcosa di estremamente intricato, che poi dobbiamo dipingere di nero, ha più senso dipingere prima la base di nero, incollare tutto e poi dipingere l'illustrato sopra. Sì, Tatiana, rimane poi tutto qua il video, ma metterò poi anche il link nella pagina. Per lei aveva dei problemi con la connessione, non siamo riusciti a farlo dalla pagina e quindi ci siamo spostati sul gruppo. Ok.
So it's black.
Yes, the dramatic effect of the black is really good. Sure. Emboss it. Hit it.
No.
Okay. Hit it dry.
Yeah. I actually have another one, but I'm going to do two for you. So let me really quickly draw this.
Sure. Adesso lo asciuga. We gave you a lot of work.
Here we go.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Adesso lo sta asciugando. Neanche un altro pronto, quindi farò due.
I'll work on this first because this is somewhat like wet still. So let's start with this. And
ok, iniziamo con quello
colors.
che è già asciutto. So, those are the colors. Ecco I colori. Oh,
these are the new colors.
Red. I'm totally in love with it. They're gorgeous. They're really gorgeous.
We're doing that in those colors then.
Oh my God, I love them.
And I'm not sure if it's good, but I usually store them like this so I can see the color immediately.
See the color.
Actually, you can
Me too.
You can paint the top as well, but these are kind of solid the lids. That way, well, there's always some paint here, but I usually use that paint rather than the jar.
Me too. It's a lot easier to, that will not open. Lei dice
just a minute, I'll call my assistant.
Yeah. Ok. Va a chiamare qualcuno che le apre il barattolino, che non si apre. Lei dice che li conserva a testa in giù così si vedono i colori. È inutile che ve li indico perché non mi vedete che li indico, ma non importa. E usa di solito anche il colore che poi rimane nel tappo. Lei è bravissima. Mi dispiace che non siamo riusciti ad andare live dalla pagina, ma era un problema suo di telefono. Prossima volta staremo più preparati. So, here we go.
So,
using a normal brush or a silicone brush?
No, a normal brush and a watercolor kind of really soft one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can get kind of the soft edges to the paint. And this is something really kind of funky, this color. it's called Frozen Berries. And
Frozen berries.
when I'm applying, yeah, as you can see, it's pink. When I'm applying it to the black, see what happens.
Oh,
It's turning green.
Sort of translucent. Oh my. I'll tell this. Quel colore lì si chiama Frozen Berries. Ed è rosa, ma quando lo applica sul nero diventa verdino. Is it because it is sort of translucent or something?
Well, there's two colors of mica inside.
Oh,
yeah. So it's not an Opal Magic one, but still it works kind of the same way as the Opal Magic one.
Okay.
But when I add the colors, I'm using kind of a wet brush, so I'm not kind of painting harsh lines, but trying to wiggle the brush, so to say, to create this kind of, how do I say?
So you're not really painting it lightly, you're just adding color.
No. Yeah, more like I'm adding color and just kind of blob of paint, not a
blob
detail.
Of paint. I really like it. Okay, I'll translate this. Blobbing of color, I really love it. Allora, sta usando un pennello grande da acquarello umido con cui prende il colore. Non sta dipingendo, sta buttando colore. Ricca, ci piace tantissimo. Gocciolone di colore, cioè non sta dipingendo, sta aggiungendo colore. Blobbing of color, io la adoro sta donna. We love it. Blobbing of colors, that will be our motto for today. Okay.
Yeah. And now, even though I'm trying not to do a harsh line, not to paint, the trick, what I do when I'm trying to mask is, well, splashes. I can't finish a single project without the splashes. Yeah.
Me neither.
As you can see, for example, yeah, it kind of masks also the transition from the color to the black paste. And as you can see, I didn't paint the whole thing. They're still black, but just the kind of the composition is colored. Oh, come on.
Okay. Somebody is asking me, is the brush you're using synthetic? It's not natural brushes, right? It's fiber, it's plastic fiber, right? Synthetic. È sintetico il pennello. Fa gli spruzzi perché fa le macchioline, perché così si uniforma il tutto. Okay. Everybody likes the selection.
Yeah, naturally you can use this kind of brush too, but to me it's easier to work with a fluffy kind of watercolor brush because it holds the water inside also, rather than the acrylic paint brush.
Than the flat one.
Because this is flat. Yeah. But naturally you can do it. It's just a bit different feel with that. So let's move this one to dry.
Okay, I'll translate this a little bit. I'll translate this one. Lei dice che potete usare anche un pennello piatto. Lei si trova meglio con quello ad acquerello perché trattiene più acqua ed è più facile per lei muoverlo intorno agli elementi. Sì, sono sintetici. Ok, so this is the one that you worked on before. So this is the one that you hit set, right?
Yeah, this one is the one we painted black. So the one with the this glued in before, but
questo è quello che hai fatto prima.
Adding. And then let's do kind of the opposite colors, so greens and blues for this one.
That green.
Yeah,
I need it
it's gorgeous. And this
yeah, it's really gorgeous.
This one is my favorite, like the electric blue.
Oh, that blue is stunning, really.
Yeah, it's so vibrant. It's like sapphire.
Yeah, sapphire, right.
And here we go. Let me just try to clean the brush so we don't get purple. Although there's nothing wrong with purple.
Va a lavare il pennello. No, absolutely. Ok, facciamo la stessa cosa.
And again, kind of blob of paint. And somebody sometimes asks me how I get the watercolors to look like they do when I paint. And what I realized, because I then tried to actually analyze how I used the color, is that I almost use my brush like vertically, it's not like this, and I'm using just the top. I'm kind of using the side of my brush to wiggle it around, so it's more like a blob of paint. Yeah.
Ok, I'll translate it. Molti le chiedono come fa a far sembrare i colori che aggiunge un po' come se fossero acquerellati invece che messi lì così. Lei dice, mi sono accorta che in realtà io non uso quasi mai il pennello verticale, ma ne uso il lato lungo mettendolo in orizzontale, praticamente sul lavoro. Infatti guardate come muove il pennello sulla tag. In quel modo lei sparge il colore in una maniera diversa, chiaramente. Non chiedetemi di mettere niente da parte nel video, scrivetemi un messaggio perché non vi recupero più dal video. Ok. So you're using green, light blue, and the sapphire blue.
Yeah, yeah. 3 colors. And as you can see, I kind of
you don't clean the brush. You don't clean the brush in between, right? No, that's good. That's good.
No, I'm dirty girl. But as you can see, I also kind of mix them. Mix them in on top of my project.
Ci piace.
So that way I get kind of a multitude of colors. It's just not one color or 2 colors. There's a rainbow of colors because they mix together in different amounts. So there's kind of bluish green going on, and then just the green and different shades of the colors.
I'll translate this. Le ho chiesto se pulisce i pennelli tra un colore e l'altro. Mi ha detto di no, perché in questo modo si crea una moltitudine di sfumature. Quindi non è più solo il blu o solo l'azzurro, sono blu e azzurro mescolati insieme. I colori sono colori metallici, sono i colori metallici della prima marketing, sono quelli nuovi che sono usciti adesso. Si può fare questo lavoro anche con gli acrilici, ma in questo caso con il nero lo shine del metallico, la brillantezza del metallico è diversa. Ok, and the splatters. We'll love those.
Yeah, and they kind of also mask the edge and bring some interest. It's not totally black then anymore, but there's something happening on the black as well. But it's not a bulk of color, because otherwise, why would we paint it black first?
Okay.
It's kind of getting a place for eye to rest. So there's not interest all around, but there's some kind of blanks, because then again, they contrast the places where there's a lot happening. So it looks better, at least to my eye.
Yes, it looks a lot. Yeah, it looks really beautiful. Oh my God, the red one. I'm in love with the red one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the colors are really good. Yeah, you can translate. I'll just, again, dry.
Perfetto. Lei dice che praticamente adesso asciuga le macchie. Servono anche per dare interesse nella parte nera, di modo che non sia troppo netto il distacco tra la macchia di colore, che sennò sarebbe veramente solo una macchia di colore, e il nero. In questo modo creiamo un gradiente e diamo interesse a altre zone che altrimenti sarebbero un pochino troppo vuote. Adesso li asciuga tutti e due, perché sono quelli su cui ha appena lavorato, chiaramente, e sono bellissimi, mamma mia, sono veramente stupendi.
So here we go. Again, this is acrylic based. So if you overheat it, it starts to boil. So that's why I'm kind of wiggling.
Ok, I'll tell this. Comunque questi colori metallici sono a base acrilica, quindi chiaramente se li scaldate troppo fanno le bolle. Quindi lei sta facendo un po' di modo che non si creino le bolle, che a volte sono effetti voluti, ma in questo caso no. Ok.
Yeah, I'm trying to boil it there so you can see. Can you see?
Ok, sta cercando di far venire le bolle. Yes, we see the boiling. Avete visto che fa le bolle?
Yeah.
Forse non si vede tantissimo, però lì stava facendo le bolle, perché ci ha fatto vedere se scaldato troppo che inizia a bollire e fa le bolle. Ok.
Yeah.
Oh,
if you want this kind of texture, yeah, if you want this texture, then go ahead and boil, because it kind of looks like animal skin. But if you want a smooth surface, then just be careful with the heat tool.
Play around it. Ok. E dice, se volete quella texture fatta a bolle che sembra un po' pelle d'animale, dovete andare avanti a scaldare. This is the real attachment, Cristina, absolutely. Ok. I'm in love.
So
I'm in love with that one. Okay, so what's that?
this is the wax, the metallic wax.
The wax.
And it's the finishing touch because, well, with the blue one, there's still some kind of dimension going on, but with the red one, it kind of now looks like it's
flat.
How do you say? Yeah, flat. That's the word. So what I use the wax for is to again lift the highlights. So this is really like I have had this jar for 2, maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
Whenever they came out. Yeah, and I merely get a little gap there. So.
Oh, look at that. Oh my, look at that.
I'm just using my kind of finger and really, really lightly touching the tops of the embellishment and and the composition.
And adding color. Okay. I'll translate this. Allora, sta usando delle cere della prima marketing. Noi abbiamo anche quelle di Tommaso, ce ne sono diverse, anche della prima marketing di diversi colori, o se no con la cera neutra possiamo farci il colore che vogliamo con i pigmenti. Lei li prende con le dita, perché il dito è il miglior crafting tool del mondo, e semplicemente tocca alcuni dettagli, di modo da dare dimensione e da dare interesse ad alcune parti. Guardate come si sta trasformando questo qua color wine, è meraviglioso. This is just amazing. I love it. Then I need to wax everything.
For example, here you can again kind of lift those bubbles we made in the first place up again, because there's just a teeny tiny hint of gold, and then they pop out.
Yeah. They pop out, yes. You can see the texture in the background. Yes, that's true. Dice, guardate lo sfondo, quelle palline che abbiamo fatto con lo stencil all'inizio, guardate come vengono fuori adesso che semplicemente abbiamo toccato il bordo con le dita sporche di cera. You're doing that on the border.
And after drying,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of making an edge, and after they dry, they are waterproof, so then they stay forever.
Yes, ok. Una volta che si asciuga è a prova d'acqua, è impermeabile, scusate, tradurre. So, onto the blue one. What color are you using for the blue one?
Well, as you can see, the gold one is my favorite, but you can also mix these. So, for example, if I'm going first with the gold, then I can go over with the silver one again.
Okay.
And kind of creating a warm silver tone. Naturally, there's more than just the 2 of the metallic waxes.
Of course.
But these 2 are my kind of favorites, especially the gold one.
Well, gold is always good. Gold is always a good idea. Allora, lei ci sta dicendo che le mescola anche, adesso sta usando argento e oro, di modo da creare un argento caldo. Ed è bellissimo l'effetto, guardate che meraviglia. Ha fatto anche i bordi prima. Oh, look at how it pops out.
Yeah.
It's just magic.
And the key is to use kind of, well, no pressure at all. I just have the wax on my finger and moving it back. Yeah, because if I use pressure, naturally it starts to go like totally with the wax color.
Of course. Okay.
And that's not where
and you're picking up very little. And you're picking up very little quantity, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like tapping my finger there.
Sfiora. Okay.
Because the warm kind of, because your skin is warm and it kind of melts the wax also a bit.
It melts the wax.
Yeah. So then you don't need that much.
That's beautiful. That's why it can last for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a teeny tiny touch and then you're done.
A teeny tiny touch. Ah, that's so beautiful.
Here we go. Last.
Oh. Those are amazing.
It's
Those are really amazing.
And naturally, if you want to add more texture, then there's, for example, the micro beads Finn has in her line. Then you can add these if you want, like a little glimmer there, or then you can add glitter. And if you want to do that, well, maybe I'll just add something here so you can see.
Ok, ok. I'll translate this in the meantime. Dice che sarebbero anche finite così, ma volendo possiamo aggiungere le micro beads, le sfere, le piccole sfere, le mini sfere, per dare un tocco di luce. Lei ogni tanto le sfere le usa anche prima, cioè le mette prima e poi ci mette sul gel. Adesso le mettiamo sopra per dare dei punti di luce. Ti sta arrivando adesso, non preoccupatevi, rimane tutto online.
There's like 3 different sizes what you can add. With the crystal beads even more, but there's the like glass beads, then there's glitter, and then there's the oops, sorry, the micro beads.
No problem. The micro beads, 3 dimensioni di sfere. Okay. And those are colored. Yes, those are the colored ones. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
For this stage, I would go with the colored ones because all the colors are kind of in. If you're adding them before the colors, then they can be whatever color, because then the color is coming on top.
Okay.
What I'm using
How are you adding them now?
Yeah. With the soft gloss gel. So I'll just use my brush and kind of paint. And again, it's kind of a blob of, I'm liking blobs.
We love the blobs. We love the blobs.
So, and I'm trying to get it to the background. Yeah, sure.
I'll translate it. Sta usando un gel molto soffice, va bene qualsiasi gel trasparente. Is it a matte gel?
It's not a
glossy gel, right? It's a gloss gel, è un gel lucido che sta usando. L'ha messo in alcuni punti di modo che sembrerà poi che saltino fuori da dietro dallo sfondo, e aggiunge a mano le sferette. So now you're adding the beads, right? Okay.
Yeah, and why I'm using the gloss one is because these are glossy, so it kind of hides.
You're right.
Yeah.
The matte gel
gloss one.
Still the glossy. Sta usando il gel lucido, ovviamente, giustamente, perché le sferette sono lucide. Se usiamo quello opaco togliamo la lucentezza dalle sferette. Ok.
Yeah, naturally you can use the matte one because it doesn't, you can't see the gel that much after adding all the little beads on top, but that's just something I usually do because these are shiny. And as you can see, I'm kind of sprinkling them. Going from the biggest one to the smallest one. So first I put the actual beads. Now I'm just sprinkling the micro beads here. Another one, and then finishing with the glitter. And then I leave it dry for a while. Yeah, because now there's like a much of it. So it covers every kind of last bit of the gel I have left. And now I would actually leave it for a while, but I'm just tapping the excess off.
Okay, you're tabbing. Okay, I'll translate this in the meantime. Lei ha aggiunto prima le sferette più grosse, poi quelle più piccole, e l'ultimo che ha aggiunto è glitter. E adesso ha detto che l'ha semplicemente scosso un pochino per far andare via l'eccesso di glitter, e l'eccesso insomma di quello che non si è attaccato, e adesso va lasciato asciugare. This takes 30 minutes until it settles a bit, and then overnight until it's completely dry, right? Oh my, the effect of the glitter behind that is beautiful.
Yeah, well, it takes less. Just that the bigger beads get kind of sticky with the gel, because if you flip it around immediately, the bigger beads are so heavy, so they might fall off. So that way that you leave it for just a while, maybe like 10 minutes even, or 5 minutes.
10 minutes.
Then they start to adhere, and then they stay put, and all the kind of excess glitter, because this is the one that kind of then blows away, gets off.
Of course.
And then you can actually see the beads again.
Ok, ok, I'll translate this. Lei dice un paio di minuti, 5-10 minuti, perché le perle più grandi inizino ad essere un pastone col glitter, così che non si muova, e allora cattura anche tutto il resto. Il gel, il glitter è poi quello che rimane per ultimo e che ci mette un pochino di più magari poi a completare l'asciugatura, però sì, potete già muoverlo dopo una decina di minuti, ci mette un pochino di più per asciugarsi. Somebody is asking, can you please bring the tag closer to the camera so we can see some details of that? Oh, there you go. Look at that. It's beautiful. È meraviglioso. That's really beautiful. Okay, now I need all of the embellishments. Oh my.
Oh, come on.
That's the one red
Here's
one.
there. And here's the,
look
that's
at
the
that.
red one.
Oh, I couldn't pick a favorite now. Definitely not. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Yes, the camera picks it. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
And here, for example, you can see the gold on top. There's just a teeny tiny hint, kind of I'll try to catch the light.
Yeah.
So kind of brings in that circle.
Yes, that's beautiful. Okay.
So there they are.
Okay, thank you so much. Those are really beautiful. Just let me ask if anybody has some questions maybe to ask you. Do you have a couple of more minutes so I can collect questions? Okay. La demo è finita. Avete domande? Vogliamo chiederle qualcosa? Lei sarà una delle insegnanti sul portale. I'm just saying that you will be one of the teachers for us for the live classes. This is what we have to be ready for, and that will be so cool. Se qualcuno ha delle domande, facciamo delle... Yeah, me neither! Se qualcuno ha delle domande, gliele traduco. Lei ha ancora qualche minuto a disposizione in cui ci può rispondere. Everybody's really happy with the demo. I'm reading the comments, and they're really enthusiastic. So just let me see if anybody has some questions to ask. Okay?
Yeah.
Se avete domande, scrivete adesso. Okay, somebody is asking, is there a way, do you think there is a way for us to add maybe a sentiment on that? Maybe you can add a chipboard, I don't know.
Yeah, you can add a chipboard.
A chipboard?
Yeah, for example, on the background. And then highlight it with the wax, like before everything. Good. But now you can also just, what I would like to do with these is either stamp or write with a, what's that called? Typewriter.
A typewriter.
A little white tag. Yeah, a little white tag, and then you can just adhere it on top because
it's a detail.
It's kind of a label. Yeah, then. Yeah. But stamping directly to the project, that's almost impossible because there's so much texture, though it's a bit tricky. But if you use some like a little tag or just a piece of white cardboard, then you can just adhere whatever you want there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll translate this. Allora, lei dice due modi fondamentalmente. Allora, timbrare direttamente sul progetto quando è finito così con la texture è impossibile perché ci sono troppi layer, troppi medium. Lei diceva o aggiungete un chipboard con il sentiment e lo coprite poi col nero e poi lo fate venire fuori con la cera, lo portate fuori con la cera. Se no, scrivete qualcosa a macchina, lo ritagliate e mettete la taggina attaccata in bianco che comunque risalta tantissimo. Sono bellissime queste tag. People are saying that they cannot wait until they can tag. Oh, there you are, exactly like that. Queste tag sono di primo marketing, appena ordinate. Oh, that's
this
great.
Is 7.studio. So what I would do, I would adhere this to a piece of cardboard or some kind of paper. Let's do it like this. So it's on top of something, and then. Whoops, sorry.
You cut it out.
Just, So, just adding the sticker again, because there's so much texture, it's a bit hard. But if it's this kind of a tag or just a label kind of thing. Here we go. Oh, there's a bit of white there. And then I could use the, where's the gel?
And it looks great.
The 3D gel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your 3D gel.
And I can adhere it anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay. Somebody is asking, I have two questions. One says, should we want to have a colored base? Like, can we mix gesso with colors, like the white gesso with another color, to have a colored base in first place? Yes, sì, possiamo mescolare il gesso ad una base colorata per avere una base già colorata. Somebody's asking, what would you name the first 3 things that you could not do without when it comes to media-wise? 3 things that you are really addicted to. 3 cose
well,
di cui non puoi fare a meno.
2 is easy, because then it would be this one. 3D gel.
Okay. Gloss gel.
And
3D gel. Gesso 3D.
It can be gloss or matte, because I'm always using it to adhere things. To me, why I'm using the gloss one, because it's in a bigger jar.
Yeah.
So there's more.
We have more on this. Okay. Il gesso gloss, scusate, il gel lucido. Ok. Heavy gesso. Il gesso più spesso.
Yeah. If you're kind of learning or wanting to do mixed media, I would go with the white one instead of the black one, because that's where I started, and usually white is a bit maybe easier than the black one. But if you're kind of asking my go-to, then it would be black gesso, because I love black gesso.
Okay. You love black gesso. Okay.
Well, the third thing, maybe I would go actually with the wax.
With the wax.
Yeah, because
yeah,
because naturally you can do the highlighting with. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll wait.
With colors. Ok. It takes me a little while. Ok, dice un altro è il gesso. Lei dice io uso, per me sarebbe il gesso nero, però se qualcuno è all'inizio forse è il caso di iniziare con quello bianco perché è un po' più di facile gestione. E poi il terzo elemento sarebbe forse la cera. Ok, the wax. I got it.
Yeah, because you can use the acrylic paints also to do the highlight with a dry brush technique, but that's a bit tricky, because then you need to really be careful how much color you are applying, because otherwise you're just coloring the whole project. So with the waxes, the highlighting is easier, but to me the first 2 jars to get is a really good gel medium and a good gesso. That would be my 2 topmost, because embellishment wise, well, Prima is going to be annoyed with me, but actually, because these are really beautiful, but what I always kind of advise is to put the money to the actual mediums, because then you can use bottle caps like it or soda pop cans or whatever you have in the bottom of your pocket, for example, to do the work,
it can
or
be turned.
Yeah, but if you have a kind of bad gel medium and doesn't adhere, or it takes forever to dry, even more like overnight or something, then it kind of kills your enthusiasm to do anything. So my always trick is to have really good mediums. Yeah.
Ok, I'll translate that. Allora, lei dice, mi piacciono anche tantissimo gli abbellimenti, però se devo scegliere vado sui medium, perché se iniziamo un lavoro, abbiamo dei medium che non funzionano come dovrebbero, ci uccide un po' l'entusiasmo. E in realtà poi con gli abbellimenti, questi qui sono bellissimi, quelli di prima, però potete usare un po' tutto quello che avete sul tavolo. Il gesso serve come base, serve come sigillante, cioè sigillante no, scusate, perché è molto poroso, però viene messo su alcune superfici per poterci poi lavorare bene col colore. In questo caso abbiamo messo poi sui metallici, per esempio. Alcune di queste forme della prima marketing sembrano tappi di metallo. Oh my, what is that?
I'm just pulling this to show, because for example the background texture is done, it's a soda can openers, like
the flippers. Quelli sono I don't even know how to call that in Italian, but the Coke cans, sono i tappini della Coca-Cola. Oh, that's interesting.
And there's
le linguette delle lattine, giusto?
Yeah, there's coins, and there's kind of little washers or something. So you don't need to have actual metal embellishments, and this is a die cut, so but with the medium you can then Exactly.
You can transform it. I saw one of your works that was really amazing. You had that colored palette turned into an altered object, right? It was yours, right? You did it with
I'll go
the
get it.
embossing powders. Oh yes, please. Ci fa
Oh, that
vedere
one.
adesso un lavoro di cui mi ero
Okay.
innamorata.
Let
Che è
me
una
try to
tavolozza di
think where
colore.
that is.
We got the same problem. L'ha fatto con le polveri da embossing. Adesso ve lo faccio vedere perché l'ho visto sul suo profilo e me ne ero assolutamente innamorata.
I'm thinking that particular palette is with the WoW now, because I think I sent it in for some shows. But, well, this doesn't fit into the camera.
Into the camera.
But this is the first
okay.
one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This is the first one. So again, there's scissors, there's like dried felt pens, there's brushes.
Yeah. There's a lace in there. Those are zippers,
there's a doily.
Right?
Yeah, zipper flowers.
Zippers.
Like bottle.
Oh, that's really so beautiful.
And
that's so beautiful.
And that's just a juice cap, like a plastic cap.
Oh, quello è il tappo di un succo di frutta.
Yeah. Again, you can use anything.
Anything. Somebody is asking, this black on the palette is opaque. Did you work on something specific on that to make it so opaque?
This one? Black gesso. This one?
Black gesso. Okay, è il gesso nero semplicemente. Yeah. Okay, just as simple as that. Oh my, this is really beautiful.
And the colors on top here, because they are kind of, let me try to show, it's a kind of dusty looking, so they are pan pastels.
Pan pastels. Oh, cool. I saw the other one that you made with the embossing powders. Was it another one yet? That was really beautiful as well. And you told I'll translate this a little bit.
Sure.
Ne ho visto un altro che ha fatto lei. Allora, ha usato i pan pastel sopra il gesso nero. I pan pastel sono dei pigmenti pressati praticamente, si usavano tantissimo tempo fa, adesso non sono più tanto in voga, però sono delle specie di polveri con cui lei ha spolverato il gesso nero. Io ne ho visto un'altra di palette che aveva fatto lei, su cui aveva fatto dei tocchi di colore invece che con i metallici, con le polveri da embossing, ed era meravigliosa. So, oh, beautiful. So I don't really know how to thank you for this. We are also excited that you're going to be one of the teachers, Riikka. We can't wait until you're going to be teaching the class. So anytime you want to think of the class, or maybe we can ask people what they would like best, and then pick suggestions from there for the project. We will advertise the class as soon as we have everything done. Ok, se avete delle richieste, qualcosa in particolare, adesso Riikka dobbiamo ancora progettarlo il corso, quindi insomma aperti a suggerimenti, scriveteci cosa vi piacerebbe fare, perché poi magari ne facciamo anche più di uno con lei è così brava. I said that we might even make a few more than a class, depending on what they're asking, so depending on what your schedule is, of course. Okay, so thank you so very much. Yeah, that will be great. I can't wait. Thank you so much for being with us. I will write you as soon as we get switched off from the live to thank you again for that. Everybody was really enthusiastic. Thanks for your time and sharing your creativity with us and getting your hands stained with us. That was really adorable. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So have a lovely
day, everybody.
Sunday. I'll talk to you later.
You
Bye.
too.
Ciao.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Bye.